Good morning students, welcome to GN virtual classes. I am Assistant Professor Jasprit Kaur from GN College of Education. Today I will teach you about modals. So first of all I will tell you what are modals. Modals are the words which express mode or manner of the action denoted by the verbs. The verbs which action denote is expressed by the modals. This expresses the possibility, certainty, probability, advisability and reproach, etc. are the things which are expressed by the modals. So there are 12 modals. 12 modals in English: will, shall, may, might, can, could, should, would, ought to, need to, dare to. So first of all, I will introduce you with may. May is used for the permission. When we are asking for a permission in a formal way, then we use a may. May I come in? May I come in means you are asking from your higher authority for coming permission in the room. That is the formal permission. Second is the possibility. Possibility means it may rain today. It is the possibility that it will rain today. It may rain today. So that is it is used for the possibility. Third use is wish. When you are wishing for someone's good health, good things, then you write may. Like may you live long. You are wishing for someone to live long, you use may here. Next use is purpose. We use may for the purpose. We eat that we may live. We are eating for living. The purpose for eating is to live. So, four uses of may are permission. When the sentence is in a permission in a formal way, then you use may for wish, for possibility and for purpose. And the second one is might. Might is the past tense of may, but the uses are different. First is the apply, reply and request. When you are asking for someone to do something for you, you are requesting and you reply in a polite way, then you answer in write in a may. You might accompany us. You might accompany us. You are requesting someone to accompany them. Second is suggestion. Suggestion. When you are giving suggestion to someone to do something, then you have to use might. You might get this book from the library. You are asking to the students or your children to get this book from the library. You are giving a suggestion, then you have to use might here. A reproach. Might is used for a reproach. Reproach means something which had happened earlier but you are not informed with that. For example, you might have told me that truth. The truth is already known to others but I don't know, so you have to told me, might have told me that truth. This is the reproach which have already done but I am not aware of this. So might is used for a polite request, reply, suggestion and a reproach. Then I move to third one is can. Can is the used for power or ability. Like for example, I can drive a car. I have ability to drive a car. Second one is permission. There is a difference, the permission with the may and permission with the can. In a permission with the may, that is the formal permission, you are asking to your higher authority for that permission, but this permission is granted by the higher authority and sometimes it is in an informal way. Informal way or granted. granted by authority. For example, you can go now. When you are asking your higher authority, may I go? That is the formal permission you are asking. When the higher authority is permitted that permission, then the higher authority members say you can go now. So that is the difference. This is the formal permission you are asking from the higher authority, and this is the informal permission, or the permission is granted by the higher authority. So can is used for the power or ability or permission. Third one is ability resulting from circumstances. Sometimes you are asking someone to do something, but if the circumstances are allowed the person, then he or she will can do that. Like for example, can you come? Can you come? This means the person has a free time, then he will come if the circumstances allow him. So can is used for power or ability, permission or ability resulting from circumstances. Fourth one is could. Could is used for the past of can. Like power or ability is used in a past tense, permission in a past tense, ability resulting from circumstances in a past tense. Then you have to write here a could. This is used same way as I used in a can, but this is the use of a past tense of can, that is could. Next one is, fifth one is a must. Must is used for compulsion or strong moral application. When you have a compulsion to do something and there is a strong moral obligation, you have to obey the rules. Their moral obligations are ethics, moral ethics. Then you have to use must here. For example, we must keep our promise. This is the moral obligation. You have to keep your promise. Fixed determination. Fixed determination means you have a determined to do something, and you cannot, there is no possibility to move backward. For example, I must face the circumstances bravely. I must face the circumstances bravely. That is the my fixed determination. I face the circumstances bravely. Next one is duty. We have to use must for the duty. A soldier must fight for his country. It is a duty of a soldier to fight for his country. Next one is certainty or strong likelihood. Certainty or strong likelihood means the circumstances are happened, or the things are happened at that time, likely this. For example, he must be up by this time. This is the regular routine of a person. He come to his or her home. He or she come to his or her home by the time of 4 o'clock in the evening, 5 o'clock in the evening. So this is the strong likelihood or certainty. So we use must for the compulsion or strong moral obligation, fixed determination, duty, certainty or strong likelihood. Next one is out to. We use out with to, that is the infinite. It takes infinite, that is to, and it indicates present or future. It used for desirability, moral obligation and duty. There is a difference between must and out to. Moral obligation is also here, duty is also here, but that is the difference, because we use out to for present or future. The duty which is done in the, which will be done in the future or is done in the present. Like we ought to work hard. We ought to obey elders. This is our duty to obey our elders in present and in a future also. Next, ought to have. Ought to have, when we use ought to with the past participle, that is a have, that was, it means past obligation that was not fulfilled. We use ought to have the obligation which was decided in the past but not fulfilled. For example, you ought to have helped her. You ought to have helped her, but it means I didn't help her in the past. I have to help her. Next, ought not to have means disapproval of something that was done in the past. The something was happened in the past and we got disapproval of that. For example, you ought not to have misbehaved with her. Someone is misbehaving with her, but he or she does not misbehave with her. So this is the disapproval of the action which is done in the past. You ought not to have misbehaved with her. Ought to use for the present or future duty, moral obligation and desirability. And ought to have, that is the containing past participle, means past obligation that was not fulfilled. Ought not to have disapproval of something that was done in the past. Next one is will. Will with the first person described used with for a determination. When you are determined to do something, then with the first person you have to write will. I will do as I like. I will do as I like. But this denotes future. But in the first person, when showing determination, you have to write will. For willingness, when you are willing to do something for someone, then use will with the first person. I will lend you my pen. I will lend you my pen. This is my own decision and my willingness. I will lend my pen to someone. Promise. Promise, for promise, we have to write with the first person will. I will help you. I will help you. A threat. Threat means you are giving someone in Punjabi dhamki dena. For example, I will expose her. This is my threat. I will expose her. As generally you know, in the future tense, we first person is donates shall. First person is always donates shall in the future tense. But when you are writing for determination, willingness, promise and a threat, then you have to write will with the first person I. And will with the second and third person expresses only simple future. Simple future, for example, will you come tomorrow? This is a simple future if you will come or not on tomorrow. Will in the question form express a polite request. When you are writing a will in a question form, that expresses a polite request. Like, will you open the door? This is a polite request. Will you open the door? You have to learn the differentiate, like the first person I donates shall with the future tense, but when you are writing about a determination, willingness, promise, threat, then you have to write a will with the first person. Then we move forward to shall. Shall with the first person that I earlier told is used as a simple future. For example, I shall go to Delhi next week. This is expresses only a simple future. Then shall in the second person or in a third person express command or promise. You shall not go there without my permission. You shall not go there without my permission. This is a command. As in a rules of the future tense, second or third person contains only will, but when you are giving a command or keeps a promise, then you write here second and third person shall. Shall offers of service or suggestion in question form. When you are writing in a question form, sometimes suggestion or offers a service for someone. Like, shall I open the door? This is my service. I provide this service to you. Shall I open the door for you? Then I write here shall. Next is should. Would or should are the past form of the will or shall. But should is used for the obligation also. Like, we should help the poor. This is the obligation. We have to help the poor people or needful people in the society. Next one is a would. Would expresses the polite request in a polite request with a second person. When you are expressing a polite request with the second person is you, then you have to write would. Would you lend me your book? This is a polite request. Would you lend me your book? You have, if someone is asking, would you lend me your book? If you are willing to go give your book to him or her. It is also used for expresses habitual action in the past. Which is the habitual action in the past? We have to write would for it. When I was young, I go to walk daily. When I was young, I go to walk daily. This was the habitual action in the past. So I write here would. And the next one is need to. Need to means necessity. Necessity, for example, I need hardly take his help. There is no need, hardly means no. There is no need to take his help. I need hardly take his help. Then dare to, brave enough. This is used in the negative and interrogative sentences. For example, how dare you contradict me? How you are brave enough to contradict me in this situation? Then he dared not take such a step. This is used in the negative sentence and this is also used in the interrogative sentence. So this is all about the modals. There are 12 types of modals. There is expresses, obligation, polite request, reply, command, suggestion, etc. So we are discussing all about the modals one by one. May, might, can, could, will, shall, would, should, need to, dare to, ought to, have to. So we have done already all the 12 modals, and the questions from these modals are asking like this. You are given a fill up. You fill up, go to Chandigarh next weekend. Full stop, and the options are given: will, shall, would, should. So from the next weekend it shows, it represents the future. So we write here you will go. Okay, you will go to Chandigarh next weekend. And sometimes you come across with the sentence, you have to circle the word which is modal. They should obey the rules. In this sentence, you have to circle the modal. Here, should is a modal. So I circle should. You have to odd one out. Will, shall, dare to, help to. Here the odd one out is a help to. And sometimes you are given a to choose a which is a modal. Have, had, then, need to. From these four words, need to is a modal. Need to is a correct answer. So you have to come across this type of questions in the exam. I hope you understand the topic well. I ask you to subscribe our channel so that we can provide you more material to achieve success in the exam. Thank you so much for watching my video.